She's had more bad dates than a 3-year-old fruitcake. New York Times best-selling author and Fox News contributor, Timpf. Tom, tragedy, crime occurred, and I'm very curious.
Double shock. So I'm glad that I wasn't around here, but I know what happened. It's not time to in the past, when a tragedy would happen, all of a sudden there was this forced idea. We're going to get in here. That's why it's amazing that he wasn't debating in good faith. I don't know. Ideas against other ideas, and they are at permanent war. From the left on this, and that's what kind of for the First Amendment. That's my thought process.
Yeah.
But Minnesota, there was rioting in Philadelphia, and everything at the Target stores was all taken out.
To reach people who realize they're in it, but can they be persuaded?
I think that some can. I think that of course, you would agree that not all Democrats are celebrating this.
Oh, of course not.
Of course, right?
Just 87.3%.
Well, the most disgusting voices are maybe getting that percentage of the attention.
Of course, yeah.
And there was just someone on ABC saying that he found the text messages touching.
His name's Gutman.
I don't find them touching.
Yes.
I don't think it's a normal response.
He made it sound like it was a Hallmark Channel.
And I've thought about this a lot, and I understand the anger and I understand the exhaustion of people on the right, because it is difficult to have conversations because people on the left will sometimes say, I don't even want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Even me as an independent, simply because I work here and I do have friends who are MAGA and I have loved ones who are MAGA, that is enough to throw me away as irredeemable. And it can be difficult in those moments to have conversations with people. And you might be noticing all that, but you have to notice that it doesn't represent everyone. And if you think, as I think, and as you have said, that Charlie was all about having conversations with people, even when you disagree, then we should want to do that even when it's hard. And again, I am talking about when that is possible.
Yeah.
I'm talking about those times when it's possible, in those good faith moments. At the same time, do understand the anger, and I do understand the exhaustion.
Yeah, I think the hard part here, Tyrus, is that he was having a conversation with them and was murdered.
Well, he was giving his responsibility because they want to suck you in. And one of the things we have to stop doing is we have to stop grouping. Named the individuals that are actually doing the things, people last 6 years is root causes. Like we're being groomed to think this way and confused and lost, and they go back to where they think they matter. Qualified immunity. They loved it. They wanted to take it away from the police. You can say what you want to say, but if you horrible things about someone that I'm competing for a spot for, none crime in the name of the left or in the name of stopping the fat, adamantly do not condone. They would come out in droves.
Bullet points. Yeah.
Right.
Do you think?
And when it's, yes, you have the freedom of speech. Yes, you have you have the entitlement to go ahead and say what you like. But when you do it on Howard Stern, Justin Trudeau, they all did blackface.
In a capitalist free market economy, Fox can fire me. It's in my contract if I say so. It's amazing.
Setting him up, and he just walks through it all the time.
I think that there's an interesting point here to bring up when it comes to the conversations, right? Because when you think about Charlie Kirk and his whole thing being free speech, what would he want in these situations? And Jonathan Turley wrote a piece for FoxNews.com about that, saying, would he want these people fired, or would he want to sit down and have conversations with them? And my thought is, I don't know how many conversations she was having with conservatives when you look at the way that she's speaking, because she did that thing where she kind of seems to equate with not caring if people die because of gunshots, which is, it's insane. It is so harmful. It is so wrong. And it would be very scary to believe that everyone out there who supports the Second Amendment, myself included, just simply doesn't care when someone dies in a shooting. And I think if she could go out and have those conversations with people, she might realize that that's the case.
Yeah, it's like saying, if you, Tyrus, it kind of is, what we're seeing is the beginning.
Well, as we want to white people, and that should happen in a second. Good for and to make those kind of things, or he's white, and to say these horrible things. You can say horrible things, and for a while, this. Just call me.
Have to remain so that.
I mean, a lot of them are quitting because of base.
In public.
Yeah.
You know, along with this story was the story to nurses. So, before you get into the details of employment and, what they can and can't.
What do you say? Are you surprised, saddened, shocked, dismayed?
Let's say I had unlimited cash. Mm-hmm. What would I hire him to do exactly? How does the agent of Joe Biden pitch this man? I think that's fascinating to think about. And it's the president, I get that, but I don't know what he's hireable to do, and I think that was the case while he was the president as well. I don't know, usually you have to offer more than this person will come speak at your event too, but as soon as you say speak at this event, the vendor's probably already asking.
No, it's a sell. You know
what I'm saying? Like, oh, here's him, and when he $1,000 for 3 words.
Yeah.
They could get more bookings for him if that would work.
Nicely done, Tom. So, Steve, I mean, it was like when I was a kid, we always ran around doing John. That's funny.
Incredible bad timing, but also troubling. The media, that's you. Like, what is wrong with it? That's what's wrong with it. I think there's going to be a long line, even with her best photo ever made.
Yes.
Unbelievable. And, it happens younger and younger. Anything about politics. We kept politics away from the kids because I don't even know who he was running against back then. I guess it must have been.
And he's not even from. Joking. Stop clapping. Get it, Steve.
Making sense. Even Zohran Mamdani, he defines himself as.
He's not here, so he can't hear you.
That's what he's defining. It's like that.
Like, where do you send him to school? What are you going to do? You were kind of homeschooled for a little bit.
For a little bit. I think about it. I just kind of hope that by the time the whole world will be different. Because I short circuit. My head actually short circuits when I think of where am I going to send him to school when it's time for him to go to school. So I just have to hope the very small, little maybe tiny ask that the whole entire world will be different by then.
By the way, it's like there are people in my.
Yeah.
That's not that far away, man.
Honey, time to go to school. Remember, fascist governments do not allow for the publication of books calling that government fascist. So be like, okay, I will have fun with my friends. Station is theft onesie.
But I thought you were going to show her TikTok. I looked at the TikTok.
Yeah?
Where this girl on her.
It's not true. I know how to repel a guy. I know how to. 3 words. If at any situation, a guy even asks for your number, you just say, "What are we?" Oh. Man, again.
What are we? I don't know if I get it.
I get it.
Yeah, or you just wear a perfume called Commitment.
Yeah. This is a conservative audience, Steve. When all else fails, go after the perfume on themselves, then their wives will find.
There's all kinds of theories. There's elaborate plan, like I'm going to go out, have fun. Just do like every woman does in America.
No. Kat, my theory is this.
Maybe, I guess. I think she's just trying to be creative, I guess, and just dump a scent all over something. I don't think she's actually doing it, to be clear. I don't think she's actually doing it.
I think this.
Plus, she would have named the perfume.